had been seeing that we act as someone who is having a composition. We don't act as what I am. We don't act as the one who is having a body for some time. We act as a one who is as the body for all time. There are two things. When you sit on the flight, you use the flight for some time, and when the destination comes, we leave it. We know that this seat in which I am sitting in the flight, this seat is not me or mine. When it was required, you had used it to reach a destination, and with very same easiness, you dropped that flight and you dropped that seat. You don't say after reaching the destination that I will take the seat with me, or you don't feel that I am the seat, I am the flight. We had a description of three bodies: gross body, subtle body, and the causal body. And in the description of these three bodies, the purpose was, more we will see, that these three bodies are just a passing phase. We are just one of the tenants of the gross body. Jeev is the tenant of the gross body, and subtle body is the sadhan, instrument to get experience, and causal body is the one which is the place of all impressions. But I, the consciousness, the self, the Chaitanya, the Atma, is neither gross body, neither subtle body, neither the cause body. Rather, this is different than all three. Please put the phones off or put in silent mode. These three bodies, देखो, the Deh word has come from Deh, Upachaya Apajaya, which expands and contracts. In Sanskrit, there are two meanings. One meaning is Deh word is there, Upachaya Apachaya, which expands and contracts. Sometimes it is expanding, sometimes it is contracting. Another meaning of Deh in Sanskrit is very nice. It means Dahate, that will be burnt. So, and one more word is Sharir word is there. Sharir. Kshiryamanatvat. So that which goes to decay, etc. So each word has a root in Sanskrit and it has a meaning which can communicate a lot. So what we had seen, that this body is not the embodied. This body is not the embodied. I am just one of the, like this body is there, we had been many bodies. We had many bodies. This birth we have this body, many other births we had other bodies, and next birth we will have another body if you don't get liberated. So if you get liberated, then by wife you should get body. After that you won't get body. But if you see, many bodies were there, and this is one of the bodies. So similarly, subtle bodies there. So I had given a description in our last few classes about the three bodies. So we should know all these things also, because something happens to body and immediately we transfer it to I only. This is the problem. something happens to the body and we feel it happens to I. Sometimes you must have seen when you are sitting in the car and your glass window is covered, and sometimes somebody was cleaning the car, so he with the hose pipe, he threw the water on the glass, क्या बोलते हैं भाई, windscreen or glass window, so you automatically tend to move somewhere. So there is an appearance that this water may not fall upon me. Actually, you are different from that. So the attack on the windscreen is not the attack on you. So attack on the body is not the attack on you, because I am the one who is the dweller inside the body and I am not the main body. I always say one point which you may have heard, that only who is the one who is a Jnani. So they say the Jnani is the one, like the elephant, if you keep the mala on the elephant, if you keep the mala, this is what happened in Bhagavad. So, God's mala was there. So Durvasa ji gave to Indra, who was on Airavat elephant. Indra also, I don't know why he does all these things. Maybe to make stories in Bhagavad. Because if he is not there, stories can't move ahead. He took that mala and put on the elephant, on the head of the elephant. So elephant took that mala on the trunk and threw it like that. At least he should not have done in front of Durvasa, not the elephant, that Indra. So he is inviting trouble after that. Then he cursed him that you will lose everything, you don't have respect for the mala. So they say, as the elephant is unconscious of the mala, similarly, Jnani person treats his body. Or one who is a mad person, on whom cloth is put or not put, which cloth is there, is it good looking or not good looking? So one who is established in self, he is not bothered, how is my body? So Rathya Charpat Virachit Kantha Punya Punna Vivarjit Pantha. So he is the one, body is there, he will feed the body. He will, he will maybe take bath if required, but he is not concerned about what happens, what honor is given to the body, what dishonor is given to the body. If somebody garlands this table or this desk, I don't feel garlanded because I have no connection with this garland. And if somebody hits this desk and throws it, I don't feel I am thrown apart. So this person of realization, he sees his body like you see a desk and chair. Somebody garlands body, he says it is not to me, it is to the five element of garland has gone to another five element of the body. It has to do with me. When somebody abuses the body, he sees that abuse is the word, it is also to the body, it is not to me. So he has done the practice of seeing his body so different, then the problems do not appear to him. What we do, we immediately transfer the dharma of the body on myself. We are very much affected because of our body identification. So there is a big difference in his perception and in my perception. We feel I am one with the body. We feel I am this particular, I was saying a piece of five element. We feel that I am this bones, I am. This is a wrong perception. Very, very wrongly we think about ourselves. So this was about the three bodies which we have seen yesterday. I will go ahead because I have to complete. Only which text is there you have to complete. No, there are certain topics I thought I will complete. Text I will take after your background is made. Okay. So this is the introduction to Vedanta going on. Now today we will see three states are there. Three states. State. Tri-state. No. So tri-state is a place here. No? Tri-state. Free state. Clear state. Acha. So clearest state, free state and और कोई state है? No. Okay, right. So there are very interesting studies are there. You need little mind to just put it and enjoy. What you have to do here? Why you have to come and sit only. You have to sit with a quiet mind and just hear. I have to talk. So there are three states. One is called waking state or Jagrat Avastha. Second is called Swapna Avastha or dream state. And third is called deep sleep state or Sushupti Avastha. Not Shushupti. It is Sushupti Avastha. Okay. So these are three states are there. Avastha word is there. You will use this if God willing and if you are fortunate. Then maybe someday you will hear Upanishads. Who knows? Who knows who will hear what? Like good food everybody doesn't get. Good wife, husband everybody doesn't get. Good house everybody doesn't get. Good teacher everybody doesn't get. So good satsang and good text to hear also everybody doesn't get. So who knows your fortune is what? You may hear one day Upanishads also. Acha, I will hear. You may. No, don't say may. You say you will hear. Okay. So first is called Jagrat Avastha. We live life quite blindly. We don't know what is all these things. So Jagrat Avastha, waking state. You know, this state word is very nice word. State means it's a process, passing process. There are three phases. Three phases. Phases means that will pass away. Well, this is the phase. I am not going through a good phase of my life. It's a hard phase of my life. It's a good phase of you. Phase word itself defines that it is passing thing. This is a good phase of my life. Acha, good time is going on. So there are three states. Right now we are talking about Jagrat Avastha or waking state. Second was dream state. Third, deep sleep. Okay. So waking state or Jagrat Avastha we will see now. Right now you are in this state. I hope. So there is a waking state is there. So we will study in three headings. One heading is called condition. Condition of the waking state. Condition of mind. Three headings are there. Second is called nature. Nature of experience. And third is called medium. Dominant medium. Not dormant. Dominant medium. There are three states, three headings in which we will study. First was condition of the mind. If you remember, there were 19 components of subtle body. There were 19 components of subtle body. I hope you all remember that. Will I remember or not, you don't ask. 19 components of subtle body. What are those? What are those 19 components? Five sense organ of perception, five of action, five sense organ of. I have only heard there were 10 sense organ. Where is 15 coming? In between what was 5? Pranas. 5 pranas are there. United we stand. So, Saviryam Karvavai. There were 19 components. And mind is composed of Man, Buddhi, Chitta and Ahankar. I hope you remember that. Some things you have to keep in your mind. Every subject has some technical terminological terms are there. You have to keep in mind. So, Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar is there. When the mind is in a state of doubt, it is called Man. It is coining options. Shall I do, not do, shall I get up? Especially in the morning, it coins option. When you are getting up in the morning, so it coins options. Shall I get up? It is now 4:45. It's only 4:45. Let me sleep for 15 minutes more. I have to reach by 5:30 or I'm very tired. It coins option. Again you see the watch. You are very happy. Still it is not 5. It is 5 to 5. And you take the duvet and still you focus. First thing to get up in the morning, with your hand, throw the duvet out. Don't throw it, goes out of the bed. And second thing in the morning, please just get out of the bed. Don't sit on the bed and do meditation. Just get out of the bed. Lazier is the person, more time he takes to get out of the bed. He lies down, again he gets up, again he lies down. So, there is something called, then you decide, no, I have to get up. It is already 5:15. What answer I will give to Swamiji now? He already must be there. I don't know why he gets up. So, whole day puja can be done. Since temple has come, we can't sleep. So, this is called buddhi is there. And what is between mind and buddhi? Chit. Why? Because you take a decision dependent on your recollections, your impressions. Well, I got up, I had a good start. And one who possesses it is called ahankar. So, man, buddhi, chit, ahankar, this is called antakaran chatushtay. We have seen this point. In the waking state, condition of mind is that all four are heavily active. You are wide awake. Mind is fully functional. Please be careful. Purna Vikas is there. You have all the data available. I hope. Get this part. So, three headings are there. First heading is condition of the mind. Second is nature of experience. Third is what is dominant. So, in the waking state, all four are very, very active. You can remember your childhood. Chit is active. You can remember what happened yesterday night. What food was there. Remember that. And what is my condition? So, through the sense organ, this is the first thing. Second is nature of experience, is we experience a world which is external to ourselves. Outside is the world, I am here. And it is available for all other people. So, it is through the sense organ you see something else. Through the sense organ, you see something else and there is a transaction involved, and in the waking state, you can enjoy also and you can act also. You have a freedom of choice to do or not to do, enjoy or not to enjoy. Get my point? In the waking state, it is karma bhumi also and bhog bhumi also. You can enjoy also and you can act also. You can make new fruits also. You can exhaust some fruit also. So, there is a transaction involved and there is a freedom involved. There is a choice involved. It was your choice to come or not to come here. And even if you are coming, it's choice to listen or not to listen. You can put off also. You can switch off if you want. Somebody was there with this hearing aid. And I told person, I said, this hearing aid, sorry it is there. Oh, no, it's very good. Moment my wife starts speaking, I put it off. So, it's a choice. People say funny things. Enjoy. It's your choice is there. So once somewhere I heard definition, Indriyartheshu Vishayoplabdhi Jagaritam. Through the sense organ, you are getting the sense object. Indriyahi Vishayoplabdhi. So through the sense organ. This is called Jagrita Avastha. So experience is there, dominant experience, nature is there. You understood the nature? Karam Bhumi also, Bhog Bhumi also, transaction is there. You are highly active and you have a lot of choices available. Using the right choice is called freedom. Wrong choice will come to you as bondage. Both choices are there. This is what Kathopanishad says. Shreyascha preyascha manushcha meta tau samparitya vivinekta dhira. Shreyo hi dhiraha shreyo bhi preyaso vrinite. Preyo mando yoga kshemat vrinite. Good also comes and pleasant also comes. Every time these two choices are there. Something is there which is appearing pleasant, and something is there which is long lasting goodness is there. While you are eating food, both choices are there. Getting up in the morning, both choices are there. Okay. While living with anybody, both choices are there. You can start enjoying and you can do something to lift yourself also. Both is there. It is written there, Tayoho Shreya Adadanasya Sadhur Bhavati. One who chooses something which takes him to the higher, he becomes a sadhu. One who chooses something which is right, gives him immediately joy, then he falls. So you have both the choice. Every time you can use your controlled mind, uncontrolled mind. Nobody can force you to think something. Your choice, please note, this is a very important point. What you get in life is not your choice. But what you think, what you get is your choice. So it's a very big choice of thinking. And because of this choice, we don't know how to use the choice, and therefore we think very wrongly and make our life problematic. We have lot of choices in thinking. You can think something good, bad, horrible, terrible, anything. So this freedom is in waking state. You can think something. You can think somebody as God, you can think somebody as your life giver, you can think somebody as enemy, you can make enemy, you can make friend. Mentally you can do any kind of thing. That is not a problem. बहुत बड़ी choice, big choice. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because this will not be in other states. You have total choice of thinking. Total choice. You know, Gurudev was there and he was very, very strict disciplinarian. Very, very strict. I have seen him and it so happened in Siddhbadi. Earlier in 80s, very less facility was there. So they used to get khichdi only. Khichdi, both the time, morning, evening. So, although khichdi also is good, I don't know what is the problem. And some people were there, very high IAS officers. So they came, bole, what is this? 3 days has passed, morning, evening khichdi I am getting. They can't make some proper food. At least some different vegetable, different this, some pickle, something more here and there. 2 vegetables should be there, 1 dal should be there. Some people heard this of the ashram. They took this news to Gurudev. Some are walking newspapers. Gurudev, in his next morning class, I think, was on Vivek Chodamani. After the class was over, he said, "You have come to the ashram to study the scriptures and not to have a lavish good food I'm not your, you are not my son-in-law. You shouldn't have come if you wanted to eat a very luxurious food at the 5-star hotel. And a few lines like that. They are Guru, they have the right to say something. गुरु तो डांटेगा ही बीच बीच में, उसका तो काम ही है. गुरु जी से गुरु जो गुर्राते ही गुर्राएगा थोड़ा, वो गुरु डांटेगा, उसका काम है उसको. They have to attack our ego, our likes, dislikes. These two people left that day only. And Gurudev never bothered. In front of 5,000 people, this was in front of 100 people. In Bombay, in front of 5,000 people, Gurudev scolded somebody who was coming on the stage when his talk was going on. And Gurudev's scolding was not simple. He used to shout and he used to say, your back is not so good that you have to show it to everybody. This was the statement. Get out. Don't disturb when I am giving the talk. So Arjuna is now saying, he used to switch. People are already there. That person, after the talk was over, he came to Gurudev. He said, sorry, but I am feeling very fortunate that you blessed me. It is said those whom he scolded, they really rose very high. He became more closer devotee. This choice was your, what you think of what you get. And because of your choice, you are happy and unhappy. Because of wrong choice, not of people around. You have no choice. What you think about the person in front of you, that is your choice. What person is in front of you is not your choice. You can't, I'll throw him out. You can't say like that. But what you think about the person in front of you is your choice. And that choice will give you sorrow, joy. That choice is called bondage and liberation. This is called in Jagrata Avastha. You can't say I am bound by this person. No, that person has no capacity to bind you. It is you thinking that has bound you, my dear. This is the nature of experience. I have to cover all three avastha. Dominant medium, third point. Don't forget what it is. Sense organ. You are identified with your gross body. Waking state is GB oriented. What? WS is GB oriented. What is it? Waking state is GB oriented. GB kya? Arey, gross body. So why don't you say gross body? GB oriented, gross body. Now you understand that. So waking state is oriented with the gross body state. You are identified. This is one state called waking state.